Good morning. Today I was contemplating the building blocks of the universe being vibration. But knowing that doesn't really allow you to change anything or use that knowledge unless you actually dig deeper and figure out how that translates into reality terms, into our physical manifestation terms. That is one of the things I often found frustrating with people sharing knowledge about the universe and the building blocks, and even just sharing the understanding that our reality isn't as solid as we think it is. Like the movies, The Matrix, and others that kind of help to illustrate how our world isn't as real as we think that it is. And I got really frustrated with that because I'm like, what then do I do with it? And the answer somebody once gave me, whatever you want. And I really felt like that wasn't a proper answer, because that was just kind of saying you have freedom of choice, but or that your choices, your options are unlimited. But in a way that isn't quite true, because you still need to know how to affect or manipulate the unseen world. How do you affect the vibrational world to then manifest into the physical world? And that is really where I personally turned into the more esoteric, the more inner world teachings, where it is much more about setting intentions, checking your vibrations that you're emitting, your thoughts, your feelings, especially your feelings. I think that is one of the keys that often gets forgotten, is that the feelings we emit around a subject is really what empowers that subject. So when you feel strongly about something, then that is what sends out more vibrations than if you feel neutral about something. And those strong feelings can be both positive and negative. And as you put those feelings out, that is what then vibrates into the universe, and then you get more of those vibrations coming into your reality. So one of the fun ways you can play with that is if you tune into how people complain about something. So when someone's complaining or gossiping, it's like there's a sense of feeling, a sense of excitement, like when someone's got, have you heard about this and this person? What have they done? It's like there's a feeling of shock, there's a feeling of doing something a little forbidden, like it is empowered with emotions. So if you are struggling with having those things that you want come into your life, explore, play with how you would complain about something. So if you would, for instance, complain that you never have any help in your life, and you always have to do everything by yourself, pay attention to how you feel, how you say those words, what tone you use, and then change the wordings of that and start complaining about having so much help you don't even know what to do with the helpers anymore. That everything is getting done and you're just so surprised and flabbergasted at all this random help showing up almost out of nowhere. I know a story of a guy who did this with money. He started complaining about having so much money that he doesn't even know how to spend it anymore. And it's really interesting playing with this and tuning into the energy of the emotions, because we all, or a lot of us, struggle with the manifestation side of things, and it is more that we struggle with the conscious manifestation side of things, or the controlled manifestation side of things. Because as a being in the physical, you have manifested everything around you. You have manifested your body, and you continue to manifest your body. Every moment of your life, you are manifesting your body into the physical. So we are all masters at manifesting. We're just doing it unconsciously or subconsciously. So the skill that I'm asking you to play with is to embrace your power of that manifestation, and instead of doing it by default, do it creatively in ways that you want to manifest. So with that, I hope you get to play with this, and I hope it inspires you to have some insights as it has inspired myself. And I wish you a lovely rest of the day. Love you all. Bye.